Hi everyone, this is a video review for the major hexachord scale. Now, a scale is simply a collection of pitches that are placed into a sequence one after another. There are a lot of different kinds of scales that music uses, and for this video we're focusing on introducing the major hexachord scale. As the name suggests, the hexachord scale has 6 notes. And I will first demonstrate to you how you would find the notes of a hexachord scale, and then tell you a little bit more about how you would use another starting note to write your own hexachord scale. So first of all, the hexachord scale is tonal, so that it's based on a primary note, and that first note, scale degree 1 here that you see on the screen. Okay, that first note is also called tonic. So when we refer to the tonic of a scale, that's what we're talking about. The major hexachord scale, again, is a sequence of 6 notes. Although it's not just any 6 notes. It's a pattern of whole steps and half steps. The major hexachord scale has all whole steps, except there is one half step between the third and the fourth note. Right? So when we put the third and the fourth note down, these two notes have to be a half step apart. Okay? So let's take a look at a very simple hexachord scale. We'll start with a C major hexachord scale. And very simply, it's just all the white keys on the keyboard starting on C. Okay? So we have a keyboard here. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, those are all the white keys, and we're just choosing the first 6 notes. Okay, so the first note then would be a C. We'll do the middle C here. Okay, and then the next one would be D. Oops, D. Awesome, that's the D. The next note is an E. Okay. Next one is an F. Finally, a G, and then an A. Okay. So as you can see, those are the 6 notes of the major hexachord scale. They're just all the white keys on the keyboard, the first 6 white keys starting on C. Okay. Now, these are all whole steps apart, so C to D is a whole step, okay? Except, and then D to E, it's a whole step, except from scale degree 3 to scale degree 4, from the E to the F, that's a half step, okay? And then 4 to 5 is a whole step, okay? And 5 to 6 is another whole step. Okay? And remember, we can tell whether or not an interval between 2 notes are whole step or half step by referring to the piano keyboard. For whole steps, for half steps, they're just the next adjacent key. So C, okay, a half step above C would be the very next key that it touches, which is this one right here, C sharp. Okay, and whole step is simply 2 half steps put together. So 2 half steps. Okay, so that's a whole step. Okay. So going back to this, we have C, D, E, F, G, and A. Okay. Let's mark the half step in this pattern with a slur. So the half step is between E and F. Okay, because these 2 notes are adjacent to each other. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a slur between these 2 notes. Okay, so that's the pattern for the major hexachord scale. Any major hexachord scale would always use this pattern of whole steps and half steps. Okay, so again we have a whole step, a half step, a whole step, and a whole step.